Hi everyone, happy Saturday. Make sure I've got my mic pulled out. There we go. I am pre-recording this ahead of time. I'm actually giving you two videos this weekend. We've got the flip through video today, and then tomorrow I'm doing a video with a demo from Worlds Within Worlds. It's the Dragon Eye picture. I'll be using King Art gel sticks, the little dot cards of the Renaissance Colors watercolors that I got, and some new new Arteza glitter gel pens. And I'm really pleased with how the picture turned out, but you'll have to wait till tomorrow or Sunday. That's it, Sunday. So yeah. So this will be Saturday, and the demo will be Sunday afternoon. I had to pre-record ahead of time. My brother turned 29 on Friday, and so I'm going to be out and about with my family this weekend doing some stuff to celebrate. And but I did want to get some videos out. I have felt a little more up to coloring this week, which is why I've been working on the Dragon Eye picture. And real pretty day the last few days. I'm getting to the point I think I'm going to get out on the porch and do some coloring this weekend. I might even be able to work on the porch some this next week. We went from not even having the 70s to like 80s though, which I'm not thrilled about, but it'll be nice enough in the morning. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. I've got a new release, real interesting book I don't think I've seen on anybody's channel yet, though to be fair I haven't had a chance to check much lately. And then some other books that I've just seen recently that I have no self-control with. So the first one up is Night Garden by R.J. Hampson. These are all Amazon printed, all average sized coloring books, height and width. This has like a matte cover to it. I think Fantasy Tiny Homes is the other book of his that I have, and I saw this one and I just couldn't resist it. Let's get started. His books have a real unique flair to them, which kind of digging recently. So I'm going to hold this up if you want to pause and read. And then on the using the book, pause and read. So, all right. You can also get free downloadable pages and updates on new books and coloring pages by signing up for his newsletter, which I need to do. His art is definitely growing on me. And each of these have a title. So, like this one's Homeward Bound. Very cute, very springy feeling. And some of these have a black background, of course, which I love. Well, that would be a really good one for this month if I could swing it. I have to think on it for my color along. A Forest Cabin would be a good one for next month, so I don't know. We'll see. A Dragon Gate. Yep, that is taking I believe the snails are the Greyhound buses of the transportation world, animal transportation world. I'll never forget when I had to take a Greyhound bus to South Carolina from where I live near Nashville, and at some point we went either their back trip we went to Atlanta, Georgia, then up, and it was like 16 hours, 18 hours, something like that. I mean, I know sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and I'm lucky that, you know, I don't have to rely on that. It's great, it's there, but I feel bad for anybody that um, has to be in a bus, gosh, especially right now with the drop in mass on public transportation. I would hate to have to do that more than once. It was a good once in a lifetime experience, and um, I'm lucky in that regard. So, Elvin Home. There's actually some bunch of really good ones in here for this month. Wild Rose, Rose Castle. So next month will be the letter F, and we're just going to say F because there's a ton of stuff we can do. Floral, fantasy. There's a lot of potential with the letter F. So we will probably just go with the one letter next month. I figure we'll go like F, then G, then H, and then I might put like I, J, and K together or something like that. Firefly is a good one. Felines for cats. So, yeah. That would be the next month would probably be August then that I would combine some letters. So. I've got all the windows up. The cats are really confused. And these pages, I don't know, like they don't feel as intimidating. I really like this one for obvious reasons. Because jungle pictures are one of my favorites. We've got a tiger here. So, numerous reasons I like that one. Because we can use eyes this month, I could really theoretically color this picture this month. But I don't know. We'll see. I would like to get a page in this done this month. Maybe that's what I'll go outside and work on today. Twilight and the magnolia tree. Cute little frogs picture. Reminds me of Haley from Coloring with Haley. Frogs will be a good one for next month too. Larry versus the monster flowers. I'm digging this picture. Absolutely. The evil looking flowers, or excuse me, monster flowers, and then the badass bug on the bike. Man, I kind of wish this one had a black background. I think having a black background would have been super awesome. That's okay though. Some of these, there's all kinds of stories. Oh, I see. This little mouse is about to have a bad day. Bad day. And then you get a second set of the pages, which with his work, I'm kind of glad for that because I would like to, with some of the different stuff I would like to try, I'm pretty appreciative of that. But overall, I think it's like 24 pages or something like that. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's going to be more than that. 21, 22, 25 pages. So, you get your second set. Yep. I don't think there's anything. Oh, just his other books. I'm kind of looking at the Pirates book a little bit because I do love me some pirates. And then there's some info about his social media. There's Night Garden. Next one out, Hannah Lynn has been doing, if you follow her on Facebook at all, she's been doing a lot of testing in regards to making some of her previous works grayscale. And so she released this, which is a early works grayscale collection. And she gives us some different options for grayscale, two different versions. You get a darker, more saturated version, and then a light. I think when she was doing the testing and the feedback, she was getting a pretty even split on who liked this versus this. So she wanted to give both options, which I appreciate. So it's 26 unique designs and then two different copies of each, a darker version and a lighter version. So it's also Amazon printed. And I might play around with them. I might do one picture in the dark and one in the light. I'm not real sure which I prefer. Here is some info if you want to pause and read. So this is a compilation from her books of different images that they have. So from her early works. And I think she said, you know, in her other published books that are coming out, she's going to look to offer a grayscale version. I don't 100% know that for sure, but I think that was what she had said at one point. Oh my gosh, Sid has been coughing all morning. I guess it's allergies, but isn't that cute? I really like the grayscale on these. I do like the ability to use different media in her books, but sometimes I just want to put marker to it, and so I think this is a great option for when I want some shading on her pictures, but I just want to use some marker. So as you can see, there is a more saturated version and then the lighter version. The only grayscale I really can think of offhand that I have a lot of is Jade Summer. I have a little bit from Ruth Sanderson. I have a little bit from Jane Madej. But I think that's pretty much it. So this will be fun just because it's a different type of grayscale than I'm used to with like the Jade Summer books. So I love the little spotted leopard there. It's very cute. This must have took a lot of work. I appreciate her doing this. Like I said, I can't imagine how much work it took. Gosh, now I kind of want to work on coloring a picture out of this today. I don't know. The one downside to working outside with markers or any sort of wet medium is if there is a breeze, it will of course what am I trying to say? It will make them dry faster, so you're more likely to have streaks. Oh, never mind. We know which one I'm going to color first. Oh my gosh, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Oh, that's the same. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like a tail of another one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see another tail. That's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is almost, I think, all of the cats that I've had in the house. That is, yeah, Yeah, that's going to be the first one. Who are we kidding? That is going to be the first picture. I'm trying to think of where that one comes from. That's a cute picture too. Or I may save the cat lady one and do that next month. That'd be a good feline one to do. I always love the different... I'm not a big Alice in Wonderland fan, but as you guys know, if you've been around for a while, I always love the Cheshire the Cat interpretations of it. It's always, like, really amusing. There's a cute little one with, like, a dragon, I guess. I don't know if it's a dragon or a dinosaur. Either way. I don't even know what those are. They look all sweet, but I don't know. I feel like they're like one of those things you're like, oh, how cute. And then you turn around, they open their mouth, and like they can unhinge their jaw, and it's all like giant, sharp, pointy teeth. Winter's like, yeah, that's a real problem. You got to watch out for that. Sorry, she was making noise in the background. Though, I mean, for real though, if I saw a mermaid, um, if I saw a mermaid, I mean, I'd be concerned anyway. The mermaid might be able to unhinge her jaw. Who knows? So, Little Red Riding Hood. This picture's real dark. This one would be interesting. I'd like to try it just to see what it does. Because, you know, she's out at night, so that's naturally why it's darker, and then she's in the woods, so it's going to be even... So I like that. I just would be curious to see how that translates um, to actually coloring it. But of course, you have this lighter version as well. I like her little wolf pups. Dog pups, whatever they are. It is something like really stunning about the dark grayscale pictures. I don't know what it is, but it's like crazy soothing. I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's already shading there or something, but they're just real sharp. Though, again, I can see where the darker one kind of limits you in what color you can use without losing the shading. So, um, that's again why I'm glad she introduced the two different ones. The dog looks really concerned she's going to bite him. And she might. I like her little paw prints on her. It wasn't that like one of the tattoos back in the day, getting the paw prints on your chest. Wasn't that like one of the things to do at one point? Sorry. It was like a 80s or 90s throwback for me. Or maybe early 2000s, who knows. I don't know if tattoos were really a thing until a certain point, so. This is a picture I've seen a lot of people do. I would be interested to use some pastel in the background. Oh, yeah. So, if you saw my pan pastel demo, you know that I struggled a little bit. And I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to invest in any more pan pastel. And oh, how internal Michelle laughed. Because I found some sets on sale actually on the Spellbinders website, which is Jane Davenport. And I found them for cheaper than you would normally get on Amazon. And so they were just specialty sets with specialty colors, and I picked up 3 of them. And yeah, one of them's like a pastel set. So I'm going to do a supply haul next weekend. I actually was pushing it off anyway because I didn't know when I was getting those, and I just got those like yesterday. So you guys will be able to see them. I'll use them for backgrounds. It'll be fine. Again, the beauty of pastels is I can invest in them, and especially those will last me a good long time. So but my point being is I would like to try some pastel maybe on the background on some of these if I'm not using marker, just to see what they would do. I think the shading might be a little too dark to use the pastel on the actual image, but oh, that's such a cute fox picture. Stinking adorable. Would be another good one for next month. I really do. I love these colors, like the Grayscale. I think she did a real good job with the shading. Just like I said, it's gives you two different experiences. With a page like this, other than the background, I would probably have to be, go with lighter colors as to keep the Grayscale look, but that's okay. And then that's what if you want to be able to have more options, that's what the lighter version's for. I see a ton of people doing this picture. You see so many people doing a picture and doing amazing things with it, and then you're kind of like, I'm hoping like with the dragon eye that just inspiration strikes for some of these pictures, because I want to do them and I'm just not able to really get the creative juices flowing. But they're getting better. I don't think I have really felt that way since January, and so hopefully over the next few weeks I get some more inspiration for pictures. Alright, now we have a couple Coco Wyo books. I've tried to limit myself because there's so many good Coco Wyo books. But again, I have no self-control. And I saw this witches one and I thought it was awesome. So I had to pick it up. This one's been out for a while, I think. Has some great black background images, as you can see. And I'm not much on coloring people, but I do love fantasy people because I can color a witch with a normal skin tone. I can color a witch with a fantasy skin tone. So it gives me a lot of options, which I like. I know I don't do a lot of, oh, looks like they have a sample book, by the way. Oh, there goes the door. Wynn got it. They do have a free coloring book with samples if you want to go to their site and check them out. Here is some information about the author, which is a brand of different independent artists. And then they are on the different social media handles. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love the Jade Summer Cute Witches book, and I've struggled to find one that I think's as cute as that one, and like this one's really, I don't know, might even be better in some ways. For older looking, I guess this one would be good for older looking witches. Then you have like compilation pages. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. Phone was ringing. Whoop. Well, alright. Sorry, Reef Cheap. I had to go answer the phone. That is really cool with her hat and the mushrooms and then all the little butterflies and everything. Very sassy witch. you knew when I saw the number of cats in this picture too. Or cats in this book. And owls. I like owls as well. I really would have been like burned at the stake as a witch in another lifetime. Like I like cats, I like owls. I don't like people. I like keeping to myself. I'm not much on sweeping though, so I don't know how many brooms I would have, but I probably would raise it. I am a very independent woman, so I definitely first time a man tried to put me in my place would probably be the beginning of the end for me. Let's be honest. I love these black backgrounds. Oh, that one's cute. I love the different hat styles too. I guess I'd never thought of that. You know, you just always think of a typical witch's hat, but I mean, they like to probably dress up and get fancy with them too. Sorry, finishing off my coffee. I do like there's a little bit of shading in some parts of this, like around the clouds. And y'all know I love this picture. I like to spread out my Halloween themed coloring a little bit just because I know you can color pumpkins different colors, but like sometimes I just get tired of coloring certain things. Like you get tired of coloring pumpkins and like Christmas trees and things like that. I think what I was saying earlier is you don't, I don't know. In some ways, woo, my goodness. Oh, there's so much to unpack here. Lord have mercy. First off, I would not be taking a bath with a bunch of bats flying around. That just seems like a recipe for disaster. Is this how COVID started? This is how COVID started. If you want a COVID, this is how you get a COVID. Oh. And did she scrub that cauldron thoroughly before she decided to take her bubble bath in there? Um, those lanterns look real happy right now to be a part of this situation we have developing here. And I love the strategically placed hair. I love it. It is, this is very cool. I actually really like this. This is like, can you imagine in the fantasy world that they have like the pinup calendars, I guess, like you would see in the old school machinist shops and stuff, uh, years ago where they would have pinup calendars of bikini clad women or whatever. Like, is this like the fantasy pinup calendar version? Some ogre got like a little pinup calendar with this, and this is like Miss February or something. All right. Well, I had no idea that picture was in here, and it was amazing. I love it as much as I joke. I thought it was, I thought it was great. I just love those little surprises. Yeah, like I said, this is the more mature witch's coloring book. I love this picture as well with the owl. I love owls. I struggle with coloring them. But I guess in a fantasy book, I could color them any color I want, and I could color them any color I want in a regular book. It's just it's hard. It's hard to snap that distinction and that automated thinking out of your head. So, well, we got a frog and a snake in here. Some eyes. Are those, well, I was going to say they can't be eyes of newts because those would be some really big newts. So, I don't know what those eyes are from. I almost don't want to know based on the look on her face. Was she the one taking the bath earlier? Is she mad at me now for making fun of her? 'Twas not my intention. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So, I'm looking at this like this is the inside of the castle, and she's actually just floating outside with it. It's not probably what they had planned, but nonetheless, that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, I do have another witch's book. What's it called? The Tatiana Bodega Stolova book. Nice Little Town. I do have the witches one of that as well. Now that I think about it, also haven't colored in that one. Those masks on those cats are pretty creepy. Oh, and she has cat skulls too, is what it looks like. Oh, that one's cute. Oh my gosh, I love her hat in the way it's got the background set up like the rest of the background. That is cool. Gotta set up the broom to match the hat. Oh, there's another one. Some of these would be fun with like some of the neon-y colored gel pens. They must be shooting her Instagram pictures, and this is the silly Instagram picture. Hopefully she's not licking bats. Oh, I just noticed that background too. Uh-oh. Because again, licking bats might be what got us in our current situation. I don't know. I'm joking, by the way. It's a joke. I like the phases of the moon in some of these. I like the little hat, witch's hat on the cat. Very cute. This is a very cute book. I think these were done so well. And then they have a ton of other books. Similar books like this, they do have a Midnight Garden book, Butterflies, Whimsical World, Black Women coloring book with like the different types of backgrounds and things like that. I guess they were showing similar type books. I think some of their this has been kind of a thing more recently with some of their books, and I am digging it. All right, that one took a while. Finally, also from Coco Wyo, this is a fairly new release. The Big Adventure of Caticorn coloring book. Again, y'all knew as soon as I saw this, especially because he's on adventures. I thought this was a great idea. Oh my gosh, I wish they had done the... I wish they could have gave you a grayscale option like that. I would have loved to have seen this done in grayscale like that. I think that would have been super cool. but I understand why they didn't. Well, it says copyright 2020, so they might have republished this book. They have a lot of books, and sometimes you can get lost in looking at their books, and so they may have just republished an older book. Test color page. And then we get started. Here is the Caticorn enjoying his time at the beach with the dolphins. That would be a good one for this month if I can get to it. Here he is flying around with, well, there's a bird and this terrifying thing with a mask, what looks like a mask on his face. And whatever this thing is, who knows? Here he is in space. Here he is apparently battling airships that are throwing sword lightning bolts at him. Oddly specific situation there. You know, when you're too lazy to walk around on your own, sometimes it's just more convenient. Strap yourself into a machine that can do the walking for you. That sounds about right. Just sightseeing. I feel like there's so many stories to some of these pages. Like here, you have him in a bubble and his not so happy looking sidekick in the bubble as well. And they're near a castle. Like, what happened here? Was it a wish or a spell gone awry? I love that he's doing that, and then the next picture he's on a swing like, yeah, yep, this is me. Just being normal. Hopping around on giant floating flowers. Again, with a reluctant looking sidekick. He's dressed for the occasion with a hat and a cape. Flying with pigs and fish. He does like to fly. I just thought this one was cute and a little different. Now, is he actually in the water, or is he floating above the water looking at the goldfish? I think that's probably the more likely scenario. I feel like for each of these pictures I need to make up a story of how he got into this situation. Oh, he pissed him off. Now this is more my speed these these days. Definitely more my speed. I like he's got his little pretty ornament there he can kind of bat at if he prefers. Battling the Death Star. Very, very Star Wars of him. He's on some type of cart, it looks like. Though there are clouds, so who knows. I feel like this book's a little open to interpretation. Like, this is some abstract, like, labyrinth looking stuff. Not real sure what's happening here. He looks awful happy in something that I would think would be a little terrifying, but... Oh, now you're spooked. Because of the pumpkin? Like, what are you spooked about? Going kayaking. He does enjoy the water, it seems. Not being in the water, because, you know, he is a cat, of course. Sitting here grooving. Yeah, I love how he's battling the Death Star in one picture, and then it's like a vacation pose with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Well, this cat gets around a lot more than I do, that's for sure. Well, that pig and fish seem to be on an adventure with him. Oh, see, he's settled in for the day. Again, because there's rain, there's water. He doesn't want any. He doesn't want to be wet. He just wants to be on the water. Taking a snooze, dreaming about his adventures, no doubt. All right, so there is the newest set of flip throughs. I'm gonna stop saying I ain't buying no more books. We know better than that. But um, unless something comes up, this may be the last set of books I buy for a while. Because a lot of the new releases I thought were coming this month have been pushed to June or July. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow with the King Art gel sticks and Renaissance colors, watercolors, and just all kinds of trying stuff I haven't tried in the Kirby Rosanna's books before, with the Dragon Eye picture from Worlds Within Worlds. I'll be back on Sunday with that. I keep probably saying tomorrow. And unless I do a speed color in the middle of the week, I probably won't do another video till Friday, which will probably be my supply and book haul video. So still busy, but it is getting a little easier, hopefully. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.